All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second part from the Master Moats film session where we're breaking down some more of Diontae Johnson and that amazing rookie season that he had. So we talked about in the previous video some of the things that he was able to do in terms of eating up the cushions, in terms of his stop routes, some of the things that he really excelled in. Now, the combination off of the stop route that he was running was also the deep out, where we're talking he takes a route 10, 15 yards down the field and bursts out. And right here, I was really impressed because he's going to run this deep out, and it's going to be versus the Arizona Cardinals, who are going to be running a two-man. So to put it in context for you, two-man is when you have two safeties sitting up high. This safety will be over here. This safety is going to be in the deep half over here, right? And then everybody else underneath is in man-to-man coverage. So let's play at full speed for you real quick. Diontae's at the top of the screen, lined up against Patrick Peterson, all-pro, future Hall of Famer. So you see pre-snap, then that's the post-snap, two-man look, trail position by your corner. Beautiful, though. Beautiful. So pre-snap, they're showing a single high look, right? Now, Buda Baker, safety over here, he's bailing out to give you the two shell, okay? So now this is how you know that you're at least going to have two guys deep, right? But with the two-man technique, Patrick Peterson's job is to trail Diontae Johnson here. He doesn't want to get on top because he has the safety on top. He wants to make sure that anything, if it was a stop route, comeback, anything underneath, Patrick Peterson is going to be playing it very aggressive. But the thing that I like about what Diontae does in this route, once he gets on top of Pat P, right there, he's giving him a little bit of a head fake. And by doing that, it does two things. Number one, it makes Patrick Peterson start to play more inside, and it makes this safety begin to bite down on the inside route, which ultimately helps him get free to get to the sideline. So watch, once he starts looking inside, he's done pedaling. He's ready to break right now. And now on the burst out, now we're good in terms of Diontae being able to create that separation. And this is actually a really good pass by Duck Hodges right here, anticipating it coming open. But just that little bit of a head fake, at the top of the route, right there, you see him look, that makes the safety stop. Pat P comes heavy inside, and now look at him flatten out of that break too. He's flattening down. Beautiful catch on the sideline, takes the contact 2 feet down. I mean, that was beautiful. That's one of the things that we would see AB do all the time, and why people would love AB, because of that type of precision, that type of detail associated with the route. So once again, let's look at Diontae at the top. A little bit of head fake, flat out the break, 2 feet down, beautiful. And like I said, that's against two All-Pros, two Pro Bowlers right there as well. Now, this next play is one of my personal favorite plays from Diontae from last season, because number one, it shows his playmaking ability. And this is stuff that popped up on his college tape a lot, man. Him getting the ball early in terms of screen passes, now passes, and ultimately him making a guy miss and turning something that's a good play into a great play. So here he is at the bottom of the screen, stacked on type of James Washington. And obviously they're in the red zone, so this coverage is going to be a little bit different in terms of what they're trying to accomplish. But you see they have 3 over 2, so they're playing that. And right now it's a screen pass, right? So when we first look at this play, just want to get to the point where you just see how Diontae takes something, and it looks like it should be nothing there. He's getting it right now. Right here, he should be tackled. You see everybody rallying to the ball, right? But just watch what this young man is able to do after this. This is the NFL. This does not happen in the NFL, man. This is not realistic. The fact that he's able to do this against professionals, man, is unheard of. And this is why it was one of my favorite plays, because that shows you just the level athlete he is and what he's fully capable of when the ball is in his hand. It's one thing to do it when you're down the field making 1 or 2 guys miss, but when you're doing it in a crowd, in the red zone where the field is condensed, and you're still able to do that, I mean, that's special right here. Look at that. I mean, get off me. Now I'm getting up out of here. Now I'm getting up out of here. I mean, this is just beautiful. Making guys miss continually. Now, I will say this. You know, I'm a defensive guy, so I got to shout out my guy, Buda Baker, right here. Just watch how you talk about some effort right here. He saves this touchdown. Otherwise, it's going to be a score. So he runs up. He's in the mix up here, right? He's down. Now just watch him just chase Diontae all the way over here to meet him at the point. Hey, man. Like I said, I know this is the Diontae Johnson highlight, man, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. But like I said, man, what Diontae can do, man, when he gets the ball, and the Steelers did this a couple of times last year. I don't think they did it enough personally, though. He's a guy that you need to get the ball early and let him make people miss. Let him just be a better athlete, because that's ultimately what he is compared to some of these guys out there. Here it is again from the end zone. Get off me. I'm gone. Don't touch me. Well, hold on. Whoop. Major miss. Great effort. All right, now this play right here, similar to what we talked about in terms of Diontae versus the Cardinals, and how when you get him the ball in space, what he's able to do in terms of making guys miss. This is against the Buffalo Bills defense. I mean, I've talked about them ad nauseum in terms of how good they were last year. Just watch Diontae. He's at the top of the screen right here, and he doesn't do anything fancy from a route standpoint. In fact, they don't even guard him right here. But just watch what he does once he makes the catch. Just like I said, man, he's not really running a route. He's not really in the play. He gets the ball. Now watch his backyard football. 1, 2. Whoop, whoop. That's an all-pro he's making miss. It's a Pro Bowl he's making miss. And that's what he can do when he gets the ball. I mean, realistically, Duck is just scrambling for his life right here. But this should have easily been a 4 or 5 yard gain. It turns to a 10-yard play right here. Like, that's Diontae, man. That's his skill level. And he could do that consistently. And I think if you continue to get him the ball, if the Steelers continue to get him the ball early and often and get him the opportunity to get the ball in space like this, you will see just how impactful he can be every game.